Giovanni di Pietro di Bernardone. The world will come to know him as Francis of Assisi, the universal symbol of peace. One day, he dreamed of becoming a famous knight. War almost became his destiny. He's born in Assisi, between 1181 and 1182. He grows up in an environment of prosperity. He grows up loving feasts and Provençal songs. He wears elegant clothes and pays for banquets for his friends. In 1202, he fights in the war against Perugia. Assisi is defeated and he is captured. He spends almost a year in prison. Nothing will ever be the same. Some historians say that Francis's conversion begins there. After being released, he becomes ill. His dreams of glory begin to collapse. In 1205, he meets a leper on the road. He dismounts from his horse and embraces him. He overcomes the fear and repulsion he once felt. The gesture reveals compassion. His conversion is sealed. Also in 1205, he prays before the crucifix of San Damiano. He hears the voice of Christ, "Rebuild my church." He takes the call literally. In 1206, before Bishop Guido of Assisi, in the square of Assisi before everyone, he renounces his paternal inheritance. He stands naked. He even returns his own clothes to his father. Now, he is stripped of everything and free to answer God's call. One of the first things he does is rebuild the chapel of San Damiano, in ruins outside the walls of Assisi. Then he rebuilds the church of St. Peter in the Porziuncola. There, he begins to live in simplicity. Some men join him to follow the same path. Soon, they number 12. They live in poverty, in simplicity, and according to the gospel. The Franciscan fraternity is formed. In 1209, he goes to Rome. He presents his way of life to Pope Innocent III. He receives from him the oral approval of the Franciscan fraternity. Between 1210 and 1212, he is ordained deacon. He never wanted to be a priest out of humility. He did not consider himself worthy of the ministerial priesthood. In 1212, Clare of Assisi, a young noblewoman of the city, seeks Francis. At the Porziuncola, she renounces noble life and embraces poverty in prayer. Thus, the second order is born, the Poor Clares. In 1219, he goes to Egypt to evangelize. He meets Sultan al-Kamil, an encounter marked with respect and peace. In 1223, on Christmas night in Greccio, he organizes the first living nativity scene in history. There, as a deacon, he proclaims the gospel of Christ's birth. In 1224, he withdraws to Mount Alvergne in Tuscany. He has a vision of Christ crucified. He receives the stigmata in his hands, feet, and chest. Sensing that death is near, he asks for something surprising, that he be laid directly on the bare ground, a sign of total poverty in union with Sister Earth. He also asks that the Gospel of the Last Supper be read to him, chapter 13 of the Gospel of John. The brothers sing the Canticle of the Creatures, and he blesses each one of them. His final gesture sums up his whole life: poverty, the gospel, and total trust in God. He departs at the Porziuncola on October 3, 1226. He departs poor, just as he lived.